Hi everyone. Technical difficulties aside, I am currently having a war with my editing program. It has worked fine for me for 175 videos, and for the last 4 days has been not cooperating. Let's put it that way. I've lost 2 videos. So I am just gonna not edit. How's that? Let's try that. So welcome to the Dawning Soul. Let's get into your reading. Hope everyone is well. I'm sure there's this wonderful message in all this difficulty for me, and one of them is cultivate patience, and I still struggle with that one. So we're just gonna fly. Not worry about the professional editing program and fancy intro, whatever, right? Just go with it. Okay. This one flew out. We have mortification, coagulation, and dissolution. The dissolution is the coming apart. The mortification is a certain process. I have the book here, and the coagulation is everything's coming together. So something's fallen apart, and now it's coming together, and I want to remind myself, because this is like the snake is all tangled up. I don't know if you can see that with the all-seeing eye inside. So let's see what this is. LX VI. Well, they're all in this end process, all in the operations cards. Coagulation. Mortification. It's the okay. Mortification is the alchemical operation of darkness. What was once composed now decomposes. What was once presentable is now despicable. This stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Well, it's spring now, right? Through the natural process of decay, we descend into the depths we didn't know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortification is a stage of regeneration of sacred power, where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be rushed. The darkness must have its time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories. As we learn to surrender to this great operation, the earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. So the dissolution is the alchemical process of water, and the coagulation is the alchemical process of earth, and the mortification is of darkness. And so the water, it's the first, this is dissolving everything into the liquid to get to this stage. You're diving back to from the beginning And it's this dissolving of the definitions, dissolving of your identities, dissolving of the self, dissolving of everything that you thought you were. And you've got this puddle of goo. And then the coagulation is the reforming. It's the turning back in what was liquid and mud, like the lotus grows out of the mud, out of that darkness, into the solid, into the formation of coming together into a fixed unit. The result is a visible, reliable, and eventually concrete. It's finally taking shape. That's this. So here we have the falling apart, the falling into all the emotions, into our water, into our emotional body, into the depths of who we are, and everything falling and dissolving and just becoming a big pile of emotional goo, of the muck of who we are, and digging down inside that delightful, fertile, rich soil of all of your desires and passions, all of your fears, your grief, all of your points in your life that you've hidden, all your secret desires that you've wished for, all of that, all delightfully mixed up. And then once you come out of that, it all starts to form. It all starts to come together. So it is that process. It is something that we all must do. And we don't do it when we're 15. We don't do it when we're 25 or even 35. And if we're lucky, we do it within that decade. Or you could be a late bloomer and not do it until you're in your 5th decade, your 50s, or God forbid, even later, depending on how long you've denied yourself or eluded that illusion of ego. But once you start to dissolve and learn who you are, this process comes together. And stop fighting yourself and start learning how to become. All right, so we have absence, alliance, and repetition. The absence card. This is not being present. This is not aware. This is in that pre-stage. Denying being present, denying connection, denying your self-love, denying yourself understanding, compassion, not seeing your worth, being absent in your own life, working so hard to keep everything together. We've done this. We've all fallen into this pit of victimization, where we're just so far in denial of who we are that we can't see it. And you do have to fall into yourself. You do have to just fall apart and dissolve and find yourself knee deep in muck of your own bullshit. your own pain, your own grief, your own truth, your own realization of this is where you are, and you have to pull yourself up. This alliance card, it's like realizing you aren't alone. You really, truly aren't. Your soul, your spirit, you are connected to everything in this world, to the divine, to every living thing, to the earth, to the trees, to the air, to the water. We are vibration. We are energy. It is all energy, and we are all connected, and everything in this world is around you, vibrating around you, with you, near you, a part of you. And that's this alliance, this alliance, this passion for everything around you, to understand that is an enormous, it's that phoenix moment, rising from the ashes of your life, because you are down in that muck, and knowing that on some level, this understanding, this learning, this journey, it's going to repeat itself. You're going to repeat this phase throughout your life, this understanding, this falling into yourself, this struggle, this pulling yourself up out of it and rising through inner strength, inner knowledge, and wisdom. And it's the cyclical thing. It's repetitive. It's the cycle of time. It's the cycle of life. It's law of nature. It's, it's the Fibonacci spiral. Sorry. The energy pulling through me right now. I'm like, got the jitters. It's an amazing thing to understand. And if you can stop long enough to allow your ego to sit down, just tell it to sit the F down. Take a back seat and let your spirit, let your heart, let your trust, let your faith listen to yourself in this mud, in this mortification, in this silent darkness where you bury all of your secrets, and you allow yourself to listen, to feel. You'll see the truth. It's the truth card. It's like eyes of the eagle. And you can finally focus and see with precision exactly what it is, exactly the truth of who you are. We've got burden, and it's an ant. And the ants are the most diligent of creatures. They work tirelessly. That eagle, he spots the truth. He releases the burdens. He knows he can't catch his prey unless he releases everything else to attain it. And the same thing with the ant. The ant, single-minded purpose, understands the burden, understands the task. Home. And home is where you are. It's here. Home is here. It's right here. It's not anywhere else. You find home within. You have to understand your truth and be present with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself empathy. Understand that in the past, your transgressions or others' transgressions, and forgive them. Forgive them. Because they did what they did because they didn't have any other tools. It was about them. Someone else's actions are always going to be about them. It's not about you. And when you can understand that truth, that when someone behaves hideously, it has more to do with them than it is with you. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't incite that. They are dealing with whatever it is they deal with. And yes, it overflows onto you, but you don't have to allow it to color every aspect of your life. Your choices are your choices. Your feelings are your feelings. And you don't need to allow somebody else's feelings to ruin the rest of your day, your week, your month, your year. You can rise above it. You can make the conscious decision to let it go. We learn from our mistakes. That's what they're there for. Lessons are there for us to learn from, to become better. And we have to forgive who we were when we made them. And still with gratitude, understand that the journey we're on, we wouldn't be standing where we were without them. We wouldn't be understanding they were wrong had we not made them. All right, let's see here. We've got the snail. Practice patience. I should think about that a little bit. Work and play. Balance. Balance, work, and play. And adapt and transform. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Not hard to do, but sometimes infinitely hard to do. Practicing patience. Balancing work and play. Adapt and transform. Simple concepts, not hard to understand, as long as we aren't absent, as long as we stay present in our life, we can do that. As long as we understand the alliance, we are in co-creation with the divine, with divine law, with our spirit, with our thoughts, our actions, our words, our breath, our tears, our love, our smile, our eyes, our voice. Every aspect of ourself is in co-creation with the divine. Stay present. And with clarity, truth, focus, like the eagle, on your truth, your desires, your wishes, your dreams, your passions, your love. Release your burdens. Ferryman. It's an interesting card. We have wisdom, blessings, confidence, and the ferryman. The ferryman He's here to take you. He's here to take you to that dream space, to that wish fulfillment, to your blessings. Standing in your power with confidence, standing in your power with your wisdom, standing in your power with your dreams, with your blessings, understanding the truth of who you are will carry you to the future, the dream that you wish to have, the creativity, the love, whatever it be, success in your work, success with your spirituality, success with your relationships, whatever passion, whatever dream, whatever creative impulse, whatever truth, whatever brings you joy. He's here. The divine's here, the alliance, to take you. As long as you're willing, but you have to be willing. You have to be willing to let go of the burdens. You have to be willing to be present and not absent. You have to be willing to see yourself, to understand yourself, to give birth to yourself, to your truth, your wisdom, your blessings, your power, your creativity, your dreams. And then be patient. We all want it right now, don't we? We all want it. I'm, Libra, Virgo, Pisces. What a combination, right? I want it right now. I can see both sides of every issue, frustratingly so. Emotional depth of the abyss. And very quick. My emotions are always up here. They're always in my eyes, on my face, in my voice, in my touch. Be present. Be present with that. That's okay. Emotions are not evil. Emotions are the truth of who you are. And if you can fill yourself with that positive energy and that movement of your intention and your passion and your creativity and your love through your emotions, through your body, through your voice, through your intentions, that creates the most beautiful blessings in your life. That's when that ferryman knows when to come. That's in co-creation with the divine. That's in alignment with your spirit. When everything about you can shimmer with the truth of who you are, that's when the magic happens. Okay. We have serendipity. I like this card. I did have a story about it on one of the other videos about four-leaf clovers and serendipity. Deep knowing, serendipity exchanging gifts. And then we have yang energy, all that glitters, and community. The cup, right? You just want to make sure you stay balanced. Harmony, pouring into yourself. Understanding your fire, understanding your emotions, and marrying the two. Using your intuition and your logic together. Using your passion and your gentleness. Both can exist. It's this and that. It's as within, so without. As above, so below. The light and the dark. Everything coexists together. The duality in one, the union, the divine union of who you are. Knowing and giving, but receiving as well. You can't just give. You can't just give. You give everything away when you do that. You have to know when to receive. You have to know when to pour into yourself is important. That's the balance. That's being present. That's knowing your truth. That's knowing your wisdom, your inner wisdom. Practicing patience, balance and harmony. Community, that's alliances. Having relationships, healthy ones, all that glitters. This is somewhat cautionary. We all want that shiny, glittery thing. We all want the pinnacle, the top of the mountain. But you need to understand that the top of the mountain, the destination, that's not where the gold is. The gold is in the journey to get there. And as long as you know that and you focus on that and you are in full gratitude for the journey that you're on, the lessons that you're learning and understanding that things happen for you in divine timing. Maybe something didn't work out because something better was waiting for you to see it. Those are the jewels. Those are the gold in your life. And when you slow down and you're present, we have more opportunity to notice them when we practice patience and we stay balanced and we look at life through the lens of blessing. All right, the last two cards we have Mirror and Briar. The mirror. That is the mirror principle. We mirror back. We mirror each other. We see faults. We see truth. We see injustice. We see love. We see light. We see empowerment. All of those things that you see and you notice, you're mirroring that. So you see it back. It's there for you to see. When you get frustrated and you see something and it bothers you, stop for a moment and ask yourself, why does that bother you? Because you're being shown it for a reason. Understand the emotion behind what you see. Notice what you see, and then understand the wisdom and the truth of it and how it makes you feel. The briars, sometimes you have to cut your way through, and this is this dissolution, this mortification and coagulation process. We get bound up with burdens, and you have to cut through that. And you're going to get scratches, you're going to bleed, you're going to, it'll be a struggle. There's never, life is never without a struggle, but understanding that they're there for you to learn how to get through it, for you to learn how to find the strength, the courage, the empathy, the understanding, the realization, the forgiveness, the empathy, the love. All lessons are there for you to learn them and overcome them and choose differently and progress, move forward in that never-ending cycle, that repetition, that cyclical nature, the Ouroboros, that never-ending cycle of no beginning and no end, and it's just this continuous cycle of learning and wisdom. Let's see. I don't think I have. Let's see, this is why I like to edit. When I want to do something and then I can't find the card. Aha. Here we go. One more card. Doesn't want to seem to give me a card. One card. Thank you. All right. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room, and it gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch something funny to make you laugh. Or call that one friend you know who will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. It's not supposed to be this hard. And sometimes we get weighed down. But it's important for us to realize that we are just human, beautiful divine spirits that are here to love, to learn, to laugh, to live. And yes, forgive and have empathy and share and create beautiful things. Just concentrate on that for a little while. Find harmony. Be well. Blessings. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Melanie Dawn with The Dawning Soul, and I'll see you next time.